Yo, 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 what's the deal? I'm DJ Premier.
I'm Guru.
And we're Gangstarr.
Gangstarr.
Yo, what are we checking out?
We're checking out the Groove Parlor.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, we're gonna get an in-depth interview from us real soon, so keep it locked. As far as us, man, we go back. Our first album we did in like what 88, 89. I was on a label called Wild Pitch before that. Um, this is back in like '86 when I got signed. I moved from Boston to New York. You know, I took my demos around everywhere. That was when hip hop was like singles. You know, a lot of hot singles, and they were all like draping the walls of the record shops that I used to go to. And I used to go write the address down, and then go, and try to shop my demo. And finally, I got a call from Wild Pitch, like '86, and they wanted to sign me. So I went down there. I did my first couple of songs with a guy named 45 King. For y'all don't know him, he's famous for this instrumental called the 900 number. He also did Latifah's first songs, Flavor Unit's first joints, and also a classic for recently for Jay-Z, a few years back, called The Hard Knock Life. So,
And
for,
he did Eminem.
oh yeah, that's right, Stan.
Stan.
He did Stand for Eminem. So big up to him because he's been doing this thing over the years, and he's very like quietly, making his way in the scene. But that's what it's about. Um, he taught me a lot about hip hop production and all that even before I met Premier. So after those first singles was out, Premier was DJing at his school out in Texas at Prairie View University, and he had my couple of first records. I signed that deal for no money, man. I wanted to make a record. I mean, hip hop was different at that time. It wasn't about a lot of money. It was still new, exactly, and the love of the art form. So at that time, I just wanted to get the record played by Chuck Chillout or Red Alert or Marley Marl and those guys. Awesome 2, Hank Love and DNA. Those are all the different stations in New York. So also, then after Premier was sending his demo in to the same label, I found his demo. And, because the office was in Manhattan on 43rd on the east side, and the guy used to just let me go through the box of all the cassettes. Back then it wasn't CDs, it was cassettes. And I found his demo, and what he was doing that was interesting was that he was blending, the James Brown funk and those type of beats and samples with jazzier samples and stuff like that. And that was the era really that we came out in. It wasn't nothing planned. It was just like that was the next level of hip hop. We weren't trying to create jazz rap, hip hop jazz, none of that. That was hip hop for us. People like him, Q-Tip, my man Pete Rock, also Large Professor, a lot of groups, Diamond D, Showbiz, yeah, a lot of those guys were using, digging in the crates and finding jazz records. So after that, um, um, I took his demo and was just rhyming over it. And finally, I asked to work with him. He asked to work with me, and finally we got together and we just clicked. We did our first album in like a week and a half. We had so much material. No More Mr. Nice Guy. We did that like quick, and we became roommates and just started building our whole formula from that day forward. After that, the rest is history. But the thing is, we like in '93, after our first couple of albums, people started calling us hip hop jazz or jazz rap, and we didn't want to get thrusted into that category because Primo, oh, we got the hotline going again. Primo got,
I'll turn off the
I
hotline.
got it. So anyway, Primo, he could take the sound of the toilet flushing of my phone going off. We could do that and make a Gangstar record. We don't have to use jazz. It's just that we did a tribute for Spike from Mo Better Blues, and that was a turning point in our career. Yeah, jazz thing, and we did a lot of soundtracks. I mean, we did that. We did Belly. We did Trespass. We've done 8 Mile, Training Day, and many others. So we are a group that we can. If you let us visualize something, we can make a track that'll go right with it. Um, So to make a long story short, I wanted to protect Gangstarr from that whole labeling of jazz, hip hop, and everything, because if you look at it, it does limit you. And when people outside our culture label us, things get all messed up. It's just like exactly. It's just like when they say gangster rap or conscious. It's really all relative to us. It's like there's cats that you call gangster rappers that's down with us, and I guess I'm under the category of conscious, but people exactly. There's no real division. And real is gonna recognize real.
I like what the cat we met in Canada yesterday. He said, man, to me y'all are conscious gangsters, and I was like, because it's like you have to be streetwise to do what we do, because this comes from the ghetto, and then you have to be, he was saying this yesterday that, you don't even have to finish, even if you didn't finish high school or even finish elementary school, that don't mean you can't go to the library and read and brush up, because you got to be hungry for knowledge. I mean, you should want to know what goes on around you, and if you don't want to elevate like that, then you are only going to be at a certain position in your life. And I ain't about being stuck in one little position. I'm all about going to the top. I want to be up there in the sky just because I float that high, because that's how good I got it. You know what I mean? And I pay my dues.